Hello, nursing school Steffi here, and I'm about to make medical dosage extremely easy for you. I know a lot of people use like their ratios or this method and that method, and it ends up that you have a ton of fraction looking numbers, and I absolutely hate fractions. I hate fractions. My method, I don't even have a word for it because it's just how I do it. But anywho's, the biggest thing to know whenever you're going into the PA are the equivalencies and the conversions. If you don't know conversions, get a baking chart, and also the kilograms to grams, et cetera, et cetera. You definitely want to know that, which is basically either multiplying or dividing by 1,000. So that one is pretty easy. So for my first one, this comes off of the WGU PA for number 2. So if you're following along with your PA, you're going to go to number 2. A patient is taking Cronulac liquid 10 grams per 15 mils and is prescribed 20 grams twice a day. The pharmacist has dispensed a bottle containing 1 pint of lactulose. Whoops, that's not important. I always tell the people that I tutor that you have the rest of your nursing career to pronounce all of that stuff correctly. Don't let things like that get in your head, because it's important information to know whenever you're actually with the patient, but whenever you're just solving these equations to get through med dose, don't worry about any of that, okay? So our conversion here is 1 pint equals 2 cups equals 32 tablespoons equals 480 mils. Or you can just remember that in 1 pint there are 480 mils. Okay, I've written OWA. Anytime that you set up any kind of mathematical equation, always organize your information. It's very easy to come up with a wrong answer because you plugged and chugged the wrong numbers. So my order was 20 grams twice a day. And I always write the weight down, whether I need it or not. I can always put a line through it, but that gets me in the habit of writing all out of my OWA. So I always have my information organized. The available was 10 grams per 15 mils. Now, I know that this is a 2-to-1 ratio, right? So this makes this super easy to go ahead and solve. So if I have 10 grams and 15 mils, how many mils am I gonna have in 20 grams? 30, right? So I go ahead and write that information down. So that equals 1 dose is 20 grams and 30 mils. 20 grams and 30 mils. So I know that information now, right? So if I have a pint, which is 480 mils, how long is that supply going to last? Okay, so first of all, I write down my known. So I have 480 mils, and I know that 1 dose is 30 mils, right? 1 dose is 30 mils, and I know that I have to take that twice a day. So now I'm going to divide that by 2, because twice a day. And you can cross out your conversions and things like that. But if you are like me and you're able to kind of visually see all of this, you don't need to write your ratios. You don't need to write the this over that, over this, over that, over this, over that. If you pretty much know that any number over 1 is itself, right? That it's going to make solving med dose problems so much easier. Okay, so we have 480 divided by 30 divided by 2, and that's going to give you, now if you didn't divide by 2, which is what I did not do the first time, it'll give you 16 days, right? But after you get out your handy dandy little calculator, that supply is going to last that patient 8 days on 1 pint, right? So super easy, right? I didn't have to write this over that, over this, over that, over this, over that, which in turn has helped me organize my information and solve these questions way quicker than the other ways that I was taught. So, yeah, If you have any other questions, be sure to inbox me. And I also do med-dose tutoring. I am going to do other questions, but due to time constraints, I'm going to have to post those questions individually. I do tutoring sessions over Zoom. So if you have any questions, please inbox me and we can set up a time to talk. Thank you.